The hidden world wasn't ready to show its face, but it was time to show mine. And it was also time to dissolve some urban myths. True urban myths. And dissolve them by any means possible. Oh, sorry. Could you hear my inner thoughts? Yeah. Hi. Hello, everybody. God. I'm never gonna get over that. I'm really never gonna get over that voice being called sexy. But it is what it is, y'all. Hello! Hello. I'm very tired after streaming 5 hours last night. I do apologize. I do not know how Slay the Spire hooked me in so bad, but here I am. It's an unfortunate truth, that's for shit sure. Anyway, hello Centurion, hello Faves. What's up, buddy? Hello Nerd. Hello Tony. And of course, hello to all the lurkers out there, all the VOD watchers over on YouTube. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time you decide to watch this. I'm Ricky, and I'm tired, but we got... Oh, hold on. Is there dust? "25 stream streak, holy shit. Thank you for your loyalty, Tony. I don't know what possessed you to be here every stream, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain about it. I appreciate you here. I appreciate having someone to talk to every time. Excuse me. Whew, man. I got a lot. I know. You're a very... If I were not your son, would you still give a shit about me? Be honest. The answer is yes, because we're very good friends off stream. As if I have to ask. Plus, the only non-overstimulating person that streams at this time. Hell yeah! Now that I'll take as a great reason to watch me. Folks, I am the least interesting streamer out there. Give me a sub. On YouTube, not Twitch. That Twitch, it costs money. But anyway. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm very conservative about my UI, about my sound effects, about my everything. I'm not like... I am not playing Subway Surfer and the Amen break at the same time. I am a low-key kind of streamer. I know. Anyway, for those who may not know me now that you're not in Twitch ad hell, I'm Detective Bones, Detective Ricky T. Bones. Can't appreciate the calm vibes though, true. I make music sometimes. I enjoy all kinds of literature. And of course, I play video games. Many video games, and yes, as Centurion says, it's time for some detective work, finally. We have gotten through a lot of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. This is part 5, if you can believe it, and we're only on episode 3. We might have to do... This might end up being a 12-part series, and I'm kind of okay with that. But... Things have been getting interesting the longer we play this game. I'm so glad I got recommended to try the demo, and again, thanks again to HoneyBee for buying it for me out of the blue. It's gonna be either Tony or B, so whoever gets it gets appreciated. Thank you both. Now, is there anything I need to discuss? So first, I do want to start off with a bit of yapping because a shit ton happened this past weekend, now didn't it? How'd y'all enjoy the interview I got to do with Rezi? If you did get to enjoy it. Go right ahead, Centurion. I thought it was a bit more... Yeah, I had to look for that one. I did notice you. I didn't see you there. I saw Doug. I saw Tony. Maybe a couple of other people. I know Mama Bones tuned in for a little bit of it. She was happy to hear all that. And I was just... What's the next detective game you are planning to play? That's a great question, actually. Hang on. I feel like I had one. Let me pull up my Steam library real quick and see, because I did download a bunch of detective demos, and I have to test them all out. Who? Give the deets, Tony. Give the deets. Share with the class. Go on. Go on. I'm kidding. That's great news. No, you don't have to spill the beans. Don't worry. I'm just happy that somebody was brave enough to ask you out. But very nice to know you are appreciated just more so in real life as much as you are here online. Oh, that's great to hear, buddy. That's great to hear. I hope it goes well, and I hope they're a nice individual, and if they're not, I'm gonna break their kneecaps, but I hope it's a nice date. Yeah. That's great. Big round of applause. I kinda know... Huh? I do? More at 3. Noted. Okay. You can... If you feel like, sharing the details, you can drop it in DMs whenever you're comfortable doing so. If you're not comfortable doing so, that's perfectly fine. Your life is your life. But I hope that person makes you feel very happy. And I hope it goes well. Excuse me. But yeah. I hope it goes well. But, regarding detective games, so let's say when I finally finish Urban Myth Dissolution Center. What is the next detective game? Because I kinda want... Hey, if they appreciate you as much as we do, they're willing to wait. So don't worry about it. Just giving them the time of day should be a decent amount. Should be a decent amount of appreciation. Honestly, I do have a detective games category in my Steam library. Let's see. Actually, you know what I might do? Looking at my Steam library right now, there's a thumbnail I created a long time ago that I never got to use because my month of mystery got disrupted. So if I feel like it could be a detective demo, or it could be... And don't quote me on this if a new detective game comes out and I really want to play it. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've been sitting on a thumbnail for it for so long that's cheeky. And I was like, you know, it's kind of cool. It's a self-insert kind of mystery game. I'm gonna have to do Sonic voices, which is gonna kill my throat, but it looks like a really high-quality game for being like a shitpost. For free, mind you. It is a free visual novel. Yeah. It looks interesting, and it's got some like Sonic gameplay elements inside of it, so you know. I feel like it could be a good couple of streams. Only a little bit of a break between serious stuff. Aside from that, it would be The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, or maybe Frog Detective 3. Finally finished the trilogy. But I've got a lot of good detective games. Like, some of them aren't even installed. Hold on. Just under... God damn it! You need to find someplace that gives you benefits for working that shit. What else did I... Okay, nothing I want to get into. Nothing I want to get into on stream. But let's I will tell you, there's a lot of cool detective games that I need to get fixed before I can play them. And then there's also one co-op one that I really want. I really wish I had somebody to play it with. There's one that's called Unsolved Case. A demo, I believe I downloaded a while back. It's a co-op only detective story. And I don't know anybody who feels like they have the brains to go with me on that. Correct. That's why you fire and forget, Tony. You blast 1,000 applications out per week, and you hope that one of them comes back to you. I told you that many a time. But anyway, detective games. Okay, so going back to what I was talking about earlier. In case you have not seen it yet, I will go ahead and... Where is it? There we go. In case you haven't seen it yet, that's the interview I got to be a part of on Sunday this past week. Hosted by Rezi Orenji, a drummer who's also a Catboy VTuber, operating out of New York City. Fantastic individual to talk with. I got to talk for an hour and a half about all things music. And if you got an hour and a half of your time, you want to hear me actually talk about the stuff I don't normally talk about on stream, it's actually a really good watch. Oh yeah, probably. They're gonna get they're gonna get every last bit of your life essence out of you before they let you go. And then they're gonna mad scramble to see who the hell else can fill your shoes. Which, given their size 50s, impossible. Impossible to find somebody as hard and working and dedicated as you. But yeah, I talked about, like, not only just music, like, I don't have a great knowledge of theory, so we didn't talk about the nerd stuff. What we did talk about was inspirations, what I play, how music finds itself into my streams, and also about some of my inspirations, like in terms of bands, in terms of like where I got started with music, and of course, talking actually about my hometown of San Antonio, just the vibes that come off of that city. Oh man, so many good memories spent at Fiesta, listening to live music, going to dive bars and listening to some pop-up bands. We're playing Santana or Texas Tornadoes. The joke with that name that goes around my family is they're not the Texas Tornadoes, they're the Tejas Tornados. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. God, I felt like I flexed muscles I haven't used in forever talking about music for an hour and a half. But I just need to work on more music. And I should be able to, now that I'm streaming a little bit less. Thank you, Centurion. I hope you enjoy it if you do listen to it. Welcome on in, B. How those wings feeling? Feeling tired? Well, good news. You only missed the preamble where we ramble on about stuff. Yeah, sleep deprivation is worth it. Yeah, so B. God damn it, B. Okay, so for those who... So, B... sent a, Yeah. B sent me at like, what was it, 12 p.m. today, that she is going to survive today on 6 hours of sleep. And I'm like, I'm so sorry if I contributed any of that lack of sleep. B reassured me, no, it was mostly her fault. But, yeah, do take care of yourself, B. Do take care of yourself. 4? You were reassuring me? Or I misremembered. Let me see. I may have misremembered. 4 hours of sleep. Okay. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I got jump scared by some amazing art that's going to be featured in the Funny Bones video. Enjoy that. I cannot show it to you, but oh dear God. Anyway. Went to bed at 2 and woke up at 6. And I ended stream at, what was it, 12:30? Oh God, I don't remember. I went for 5.5 hours last night, so if I sound dragged out, that's why. Slay the Spire 2 is a very dangerous drug. A good time, but a very dangerous way to lose hours of your life. Anyway, thank you for making it all the way here, B. I hope you have a wonderful rest tonight. Yeah, 1:30 a.m. your time. Good God. So anyway, all that being said, it's been an exciting weekend, it's been an exciting week, and I'm looking forward to getting through this. However, I must inform you, in regards to tomorrow's stream, that I have given Driver 1 2 hours on that one damn mission. And if I cannot clear it by the time I have to stream tomorrow, I'm going to try overnight tonight. And it's probably going to be a bad idea to do that, but I'm going to try overnight tonight to still beat that stupid mission. And if I cannot, we might have to pivot away from a PlayStation 1 game. Because I do not want to put you guys through me actually getting ridiculously mad on stream. Because that game has evoked so much rage. And I know exactly why. It's because it's in the rain, it's lagging like shit, and I think there might be input lag. All three things ruin me. And I do not want to show you guys my actual really angry side on stream. I really do not want anybody to see that explosive anger. So, fingers crossed I can get through it tonight. With that all being said, I think it's time... Don't you fucking dare. I don't want to hear it, Tony. You don't understand what it's like to go... No. Let's... Okay, let me unpack this very quickly and then we'll move on. I will try to keep cool. Tony, I want you to imagine this, alright? You have half a second of input lag. That's nothing to you. Now, take a game that's about driving, put it in the rain, you only have an accelerate button, not triggers, button. It is raining, so all the physics is like ice. And when the cops get on your tail, there is at least bare minimum 3 of them, and you will go down to 15 FPS when they show up. From like 30. And because it's a PlayStation 1 game, everything is rendering in front of you in real time. So the game will chuck a police car at you when it decides to render it. It is a king-size task, and the worst part is you will have to deal with felony on the way back to the safe house, and you cannot bring a tail. It's ridiculous. It's mission impossible for me for some godforsaken reason, even though I've played the game before. I don't remember beating it, and I think that might be why. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that, if we get to that. And if I do manage to do it off stream, I will save the replay so I can prove to y'all I'm a gamer. All that being said, we have spent 23 minutes yapping. We're gonna be yapping for about 2.5 more. And my voice is gonna be dead by the end of tonight, I'm sure. So, hydration. And exploration. Go. Hello, Maguria. So, I'm going to give a very brief explanation of the game thus far. Going to do my best to make it as condensed as possible. And for those who have not played this game, are looking to play it, or perhaps have not seen this game before, we are on part 5. So everything I am about to tell you, we are on episode 3. Hello, everybody. Apparently the men in black heard everything I was about to say and cut us off. I think we're back. Crazy. Yeah, stream died. Stream died. Are we back yet? Okay, you see yourselves. Excellent, excellent. So sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened, but OBS decided to just keel over and die. I don't really know what happened there. But yeah. So, anyway. This is the world of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. If you have not played this game, if you want to play this game, and you don't want spoilers, highly suggest you move on to a different stream. Other than, aside from that, let me begin with a recap real quick. Okay. This is the world of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Our protagonist is one Azumi something something. I forgot her last name. One day, she discovered that she was seeing red images following people all around town. She wasn't sure what she was seeing, and then she came across flyers for a research facility known as the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. She followed the paper trail, and it led her to the office of Meguriya, the individual we see in front of us. A expert on the occult, and supposedly a man with mysterious powers of his own. In order to assess Azumi, to see if she's telling the truth about her strange powers, Meguriya gives her a test in the form of a trap. She sits down onto a cursed chair and feels a jab. Meguriya reveals that the chair is the chair of death. Fancy. Fun way to start an interview, I'm sure. And in order to keep herself alive, he tasks Azumi with researching the chair amidst all of his library of books and records to find a cure. And in the process, Azumi uses her special powers, now known as clairvoyance, to see exactly what she needs to look for. And in doing so, unfortunately, she digs way too deep, and to understand the chair fully, she breaks it apart. A priceless, cursed artifact. Poof. Gone like that. So, all that being said, in exchange for not suing her for destroying a priceless artifact, she begins work for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center that run by Meguriya, Director Meguriya, and works alongside another individual called Jasmine. Now, that brings us to Case 1. Case 1 was about the man under the bed, a creature you know and love or hate from your childhood. You know, the creepy monster under the bed, the man under the bed, something that's going to snatch you by the ankles if you get out of bed overnight, if you stay up too late, etc., etc. That was haunting Azumi's dear friend Mia, who is a very popular girl amongst her peers and amongst the university students. Mio has a dark past, we found out during the investigation. First off, she was being haunted by the man under the bed. The man was appearing while she was trying to sleep, while she was coming back from school, while she was just trying to live her every day of her life, and every time she turned around, that man was there in the hood, obscured face, sometimes holding an axe, threatening, but never doing anything. Her friend Aiko-san was there on the scene to take care of her. However, publicizing all of the tragedy she was dealing with in strange, apparent ways that were sort of tone deaf to this whole situation. It was later revealed, as we delved further into the case, I'm going to be very general about this so we can move on to the game, that the man under the bed was in fact the man in the roof. Aiko-san had hired somebody to harass Mio, to give her nightmares, to bring every fear she has to fruition, and scare her out of her current apartment into one she could not afford. Why? Because Aiko-san was secretly working for a consort service trying to actively recruit innocent girls into what would be considered mousetrap tactics. You know, you can't pay for this room? Oh, let me pay for you with a small loan that you'll pay off. Sound familiar? Anyway, we uncovered that Maiko-san was the main culprit, was the one who hired the man under the bed, and proved that the myth was no more than fiction brought upon by somebody who was maliciously acting against Mio. And Mio almost outright killed her for it. We stepped in just in the nick of time to stop her. No charges were made. Aiko-san was kicked out of the consort group that was a secret society sort of thing. And we gained a card that told of ill omens, according to an online site called Samezima. Conspiracy theories dictate that wherever these cards lay, these illuminate cards, tragedy follows them. And so far we found 2 out of a set. Not sure of how many, but out of a set. Brings us to case number 2. The case of Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, for those who don't know, is a well-known urban myth in the Americas. All you have to do is recite her name 3 times in front of a mirror, and she will appear behind you, potentially killing you, or pulling you into the mirror world. There are many myths along those lines, but our individual who is trying to trigger this myth did so on a live stream. A well-known VTuber who is a ghost hunter investigates paranormal activity. I forget his name at the moment, and it won't come back to me anytime soon, so sorry. I'll just refer to them as Ghost Hunter. No, wait, it was something to do with... Was it Kinoko? Yeah, it was Kinoko, that's right. He was Mushroom Head. I remember that now. Kinoko basically summoned Bloody Mary on stream as her face appeared in fogged glass behind him. This was also a very dangerous and volatile situation, as Mr. Kinoko, or Kinoko, I think it was just his first name, did this in a house where there was a murder-suicide. So this was all pointing towards this being a vengeful spirit in the form of Bloody Mary, called forth. Even her name was Mari, M-A-R-I. Coincidences lined up way too well. But this also too was another goose chase that led to a human ending. The overall situation was as follows. We investigated the whole thing. Kinoko turned out to be a lying cheat sack of shit who tried to scare us into providing more views, literally. We got a couple of good jump scares out of this one. In addition, we met an interesting individual in the park who didn't seem to really fit in with everybody else, kept scratching her neck, wasn't really all right in the head, along with a supposed Men in Black. Of those who don't know, that is a cryptid who appears human, appears like a well-suited individual, kind of like myself, but in all black. Not the Men in Black, not like Will Smith, cool kind of Men in Black. Really creepy Men in Black who would imitate humans. and work in a hive mind sort of society, if I recall correctly. I don't really know much about cryptids, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. This lady turned out to be a murderer. Somebody who killed their lover, like we were thinking. However, it turned out that I believe it was Tanuki Flats and Tomoraki. There was a discrepancy in the stories. People looking in from the outside were getting their facts and fiction mixed up, and we were getting confused ourselves. So, we ended up on the wrong trail of a daughter who killed herself and her boss, and found ourselves in a murder mystery solved. There was a cold case of a woman who stabbed her lover and supposedly killed herself, but her body was never recovered. Yeah. And that woman turned out to be the lady we met in the park and was on her way to destroy the evidence and possibly kill Kinoko before Jasmine, twice during that event, that story, came in with a torpedo dropkick in the nick of time. It was amazing. It was astonishing. And so we found a murderer from a cold case. Need to take care of that. There we go. Cool. Okay, taking care of that. We solved a cold case on a murder mystery. We took it upon ourselves to right the wrongs, and we found out about 2 different murder-suicides. One fake and one sadly real, as we met the father of his daughter who committed suicide. It did not have a happy ending, that case, and I won't go into details why, for the sake of spoilers. But now, the thread we've been left on is that somebody is working from the shadows. Somebody in the thumbnail who wears a white outfit, although everybody is basically blue and white, and a red colored mask, who's working in the shadows and supposedly deleted something that is very, very, very confidential. We're now starting episode 3 and we have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. I legitimately don't know. But if it has to do with the Men in Black, we are fucked. All that being said, it's time to start episode 3. And I'm going to fumble through names. I'm going to try my best to do all the voices I can, but if I do need to cut it short because my throat is dying, it is what it is. Let's begin. As always, let me know if anything is too quiet or too loud. Stairway to Limbo! Oh, fun. We get to go home, boys. That's awesome me. Did you see that sight? Weird cards and a countdown? That's right, the countdown! Yeah, I heard. The devastation and judgment thing. Occult fans planning something crazy. That's right. The Great Reset. A countdown was listed online. They were behind the bomb attack on the chief cabinet secretary. What? They have a countdown? Must be till their next attack. Tons of bombs going off everywhere when it reaches 0? Lol. Take this seriously. Oh god! It's him again. What were they called again? Same Zimmerers? Yes, Zimmerers! I could picture them doing this. Look behind the scrolling text. They'll erase you if you keep saying that. Huh? Oh, no, don't do this to me. Not off the rip, come on! Must be imagining things. Huh, must have been the wind. Breaking news. A terrorist bomb attack took place yesterday by unknown parties, killing 3. The security police urge caution when approaching unattended items in public spaces. Next, updates on the missing persons. Good God. Things are getting serious already. I see. So the countdown may be a statement of intent. I'm scared. What's going to happen when it reaches 0? And why are they even doing this? The countdown page shows the devastation and judgment painting. They are anticipating the advent of war, natural disasters, or pandemic. Ooh, too real. When the paradigm shifts, there's a chance for their lives to change fundamentally. Though that does seem to be an opportunistic view of the Great Reset. Would they really get the chance to change their lives? They do seem to believe so. I'm looking forward to the day. The day when all the fools will have everything exposed and judged. Huh? Now. I should brief you on the new request. No. We do not. We could take a rain check on this, right, Chief? Mystery tour. There is a mystery-themed tour whose participants are said to go missing. We have been asked to find out the identity of this tour's organizer and their goal. So, you know, the client is anonymous. Sounds as fishy as it could get. An important point of note, if they realized who we are and why we're there, they may cancel the tour outright. This seems completely fine. Hello, Drifty Driftwood. Hello, Skeleton. Welcome on in. Ain't seen you around these parts for forever. Well, since ever. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the pixel art and hope you're having a decent night. I think you're kind of... It's morning time for you, isn't it? I'm kind of pissed off about how pretty this... Yeah. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. For those who don't know, Drifted Driftwood is also another Skeletober. Hold on. Ooh, I did that wrong. I did that massively wrong. There we go. Check out Drifty if you got a second. Oh my god, I'm not following you. Gosh darn it. I follow you on Blue Sky, and I've been keeping tabs on you. Quite welcome, quite welcome. I can believe it, honestly. The posing, the facial expressions, and all that is really stunning. Yeah. But I try to keep tabs on all the skeletons I can over social media, even if I don't get a chance to, like, catch your streams every once in a while. I do appreciate the little bits and pieces I get to see of everybody online. It can be a pain, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's an abstract kind of art. Anyway, hope you enjoy your time here, Drifty. Hope you enjoy your time here. Now, where was I? Does that mean that we'll be participating in the tour incognito? You may hear angels sounding their trumpets, but please, do be careful. Thanks, boss. So, this Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. Mysterious tour, unknown organizer, some people going missing. Is this for real? And I heard it's invite only, right? Means we'll be there instead of the client. They okay handing us the ticket or whatevs? Should I wear a mask or something? Yeah, very cool cutscenes. In a way, yeah. So, I'll give a quick, like, my understanding of pixel art, because I'm not a great pixel artist, but I've done it a couple of times now. There are 3 ways you can do pixel art. One, you can do rotoscoping with pixel art, which is basically taking real-life images and painting over them. Like, there's a lot of popular ways to do that for, like, movie tie-in games. They take scenes from the movie and recreate them in pixel art. Then there's art to pixel, where you draw everything in concept, sketch it, like not just sketch it out, but line art, color it, and then transfer it to pixel art through a different medium. Like, that's how Tournament Fighters got made. Probably that's how this one got made too. And then there's pixel art from the start, which is what I do a lot of the time. I use Fate. What about rotoscoping? Does that count? Yes. Rotoscoping is basically another way to say tracing, but it's harder to do on pixel art because, like, you kind of have to do it by eye, depending on your medium. Yeah, sculpting, yeah. Very much so, yes. But you have to, like, when it comes to pixel art, the necessity behind it is really what shapes it to be something interesting. Like, in the past, pixel art was used to save on memory, was used to save on space. Now, it's more like a way to enjoy symmetry. But it's very difficult, yes. It is difficult. Like I want you to understand, let's see. My mouse is not going to show, but you have to understand that a lot of these lines you see in front of you, if you look very closely, there are only one pixel. One pixel is making diagonal lines, and your mind is fooling it. Is fooling yourself into treating them as natural art lines. But it's really just lines stacked one at a time at different coordinates. That is the beauty of pixel art, is that it is so much information with so little detail. But it's really cool. Okay, enough about me gushing about pixel art. I love this stuff. I want to draw more of it, but I just have not had the time to learn more about it. Should I wear a mask or something? How'd that even help? This ain't a hardcore deep cover gig. No probs unless they realize we were given the tour tickets. Yeah, so did I actually. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered. Let me go ahead and flex what I do have. Those are all by me. I just remembered. All those emotes are by me, actually. And I've got a couple more in the Hotel Calavera server. And then Tony did the rest of them that you have to subscribe for. Those are all Tony's work. I had very little input on that. I just basically gave Tony a prompt, and Tony was like, yeah, shit, I can do that. Even the little VIP cards, those were fun to make alongside with Tony. And we've got a lot more emote slots that we need to take care of at some point. But I do got plans on the background that kind of require me to wait a little bit before I do something like that. Anyway, thank you, Drifty, thank you. Yeah. Okay, I need to focus on the story. Let's get through this cutscene and I'll try to not get too distracted. No problem unless they realized we were given the tour tickets. So don't you go introducing yourself as a Senna rep, okay? I'll try not to. Anyway, on the menu today. Oh, that's Jasmine. Anyway, on the menu today, find out the identity of the tour's organizer and their goal, eh? With the risk of having the tour itself called off, if the organizer realizes who we are. So I should wear a mask then. We're regular normies. No one's gonna even gonna notice anything we do. Yeah, but Jasmine, you were literally on a stream last case. I don't know, I feel like maybe a little more measures to take incognito would be good. That's that. Mind checking socials about the tour itself for starters? Yes. Alright, time for a deep dive. If we're going undercover, better read up a bit about the tour, yeah? Can't find any info on the tour outside socials. Need to check for rumors about this obscure Ueno occult and dark tour, and find out who might be going on it. Indeed. Alright. The popular secret tour Occult and Dark is officially here. Dates and locations are being sent by DM to a few lucky selected participants. Creepy. This is the tour? Looks like it. Only for selected participants, huh? What a concept. Yeah. Bitches love exclusivity. Alright. Closer inspection. I should probably look up Occult and Dark. You might get some hits from old posts. Seems like there are a ton of rumors, though. You might be able to narrow down things with some keywords from people who went before. Gotcha. Okay, I need to narrow this down a little bit. Let's check the comments. The tour will cover the Shinobazu Pond Anomaly, the truth about the unsolved case in Ueno Park, and the secret underground facility in Ueno and barrier that protects Tokyo. Do not under any circumstances tell anyone what you see on this tour. Sounds like a whodunit. Anomaly? Unsolved case? Underground facility? Barrier? Sounds like quite the tour. Okay, Jasmine might be okay with this. Is this some kind of occult tourism? I guess I'll be hitting Ueno's famous occult spots? What is occult tourism? Really? Really, Azumi? You don't know ghost hunting groups? Tours to ghost hotspots, historical sites with legends behind them, or locations related to the occult. And dark tourism involves going to places where crimes or accidents happen. Yeah, like, I've talked about this before. The Alamo, friggin' the Alamo in my hometown has ghost tours. Ghosts of the Alamo, old dead Mexican soldiers, Texans, ooh. To be fair, like, there has been ghost sightings reported in the Menger Hotel that's right across from it. So, maybe there's some truth to it. They're doing that tour with the wild rumors? I want to go! How do you apply? It looks pretty popular. Sure it does. Better check on this. That we will. Wild rumors, huh? Getting a reaction for the words wild rumors. Doesn't wild rumors sound a bit like wild tubers? Where you can forage or something? Wild tubers? What? Yeah, what? Wild tubers. What are you talking about, Azumi? Okay. This tour is not just invite only, it's held randomly. No one even knows who puts it on. A closed tour, exclusive tour. So mysterious. And dangerous. Wow, an invite-only event. Sounds pretty mysterious. All that mystery is what gets people intrigued. The invite-only part draws them in even more. Very much so, yeah. I've heard rumors of a secret base on the Ueno underground. You can actually go there? No way, right? A secret base? Something like that exists? They're watching way too many action movies. I don't know, I mean, the Turtles... Oh my god, I got to go see the TMNT Secret of the Ooze movie. The Turtles made a pretty good base in an abandoned subway. Or train station, I should say. A tour of Ueno's urban myths. Hold on, give me a sec. Excuse me. Alright, back. A tour of Ueno's urban myths. The only one I know of, I don't even know one of them. The one where Psycho-san's statue moves? Or was it the dog statue? I know the story of Saigo-san's statue. He flips the pages of the book he's holding. No, that's actually Kinjiro Ninomiya. Nicely done, Jasmine. Okay, you do know your urban myths. I heard this from an occult researcher, but places with a large flow of people like Ueno Station have rips in the space-time continuum, and those rips tend to be the source of many mysteries. Problematic. Congestion causes rips in the space-time continuum? That's a thing? I wonder who said that. An occult researcher. I wonder if they're talking about Jules Verne. Or who is it? I wonder who is it? Because I've heard the phrase rips tears in the space-time continuum. That's a book title, isn't it? Pretty sure. What? I have to know more. Seriously? Did anyone actually get selected? How lucky that our client got selected. Seriously? Let's look in that a bit more. Maybe I'll find other tour participants with this keyword. Totally, get on that. All right, we got all the tickets we need. Let's do a search. So for certain, probably Occult and Dark, Wild. Okay, first Occult and Dark shouldn't result in anything. Yeah. Wild Rumors. Ooh, okay. Selected then. Alright, so Wild Rumors is probably its own detail. Hey, Occult and Dark organizers! I'm waiting for my invite DM! Kaiba Ichiran at Card Enthusiast. You think they'll get a DM if they ask like that? No. Never hurts to try. I don't know. I feel like calling out businesses over social media is not the greatest of ideas. It's very unprofessional. How do you get the invite email? How do you qualify? Do they need to know things like follower count, annual salary, marital status? Qualify? I wonder how many people sign up in the first place. Wait, Kaiba? You're gonna steal my blue eyes. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, kill the bot. Kill the bot. Kill the bot. Thank you for the hydration. We don't need viewers here. I've already got plenty. Okay. It is what it is, Tony. Don't worry about it. You're here having a good time. You had a rough day. Relax, I got this. I heard those who get the email never come back after Occult and Dark. I'm sure they're riding the river Styx right now. I ain't seen them around my place. Going on the tour and never coming back. People go missing? That's hard to believe. Okay, I do see an ad break coming up. Let me go ahead and snooze it, and I'll see if I can get through the rest of these entries. Then we can take an ad break before we transition to the case itself. Creepy. But you get a DM for the tour, a tour you never signed up for, right? That's a death trap. You'd have to be crazy to go. Crazy or really interested. An invite DM comes even if you never signed up? Really now? And people just go with it and join? Yeah, no, that is alarm bells. That is Sketch City. Sketchier than your average notebook. People think it's a lie that you get an invite DM, but it's not. I went on the tour last year. You can't get that kind of experience anywhere else. Also, who is spreading rumors about people going missing, lol? Those who've been on the tour seem to be pretty happy with it. And I guess people aren't actually going missing. Huh. It's a legend that they're going missing, but is it confirmed? Ever since... Okay, look at all this. I'll get through the case we're working on right now first, and then I'll read that later. Isn't Occult and Dark infamous for people going missing or meeting misfortune? The tours themselves are their own urban myths. Like if the guides are even human or not. Going missing? Meaning misfortune? Really? People going missing. If so, the police would normally be involved. That's true. There would be a lot more missing persons cases opened up around this place. Like, they would have been shut down by now, for sure. The whole invite-only tour thing is suspicious, too. If I got a DM invite, I'd 100% think it's spam. See, that's the same person talking. True, it's hard to say if it'll actually happens. But people do get invite DMs. Hey, anyways, thank you for the care package. Alright, a little bit of a stretch. Posture check is okay. Unless their memory is being wiped. Oh, God. And one for the road. Ah. Ah, that felt good. Whew. Alright. My hands feel all sorts of limber. Thank you. Thank you, Inouez. How you doing? Hope your evening's going okay. Cracking them bones, indeed. I'm at work. Good luck. Oh. You can literally hire someone to make you a new identity in Japan. There are a lot of missing person cases that go cold because of that. Best of luck at work, Inouez. Thank you for tuning in. I hope I can provide some nice background while you get shit done. I got an invite and went before. It was such an experience. I find myself wondering if it was all just a weird dream even now. Yeah, that's terrifying. That's crazy, actually. Good God. There's some serious loopholes in the Japanese identification system if that's the case. Always bringing him, Tony, and I appreciate him half the time, but I appreciate him nonetheless. So some people are saying it was like a dream. What's with this tour? Yamada Gas Mask heads for another world. Oh, God. Yeah, if it's dreamlike, now that's kind of going into the realm of... That's kind of going into the realm of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of going into the realm of, what if their memories were changed? Creepy. Yamada Gas Mask heads for another world? I got the infamous DM for the UNO Occult and Dark Tour. The message really comes out of nowhere. I'll post a report article soon, so be on the lookout for it. Hypnosis is also a good theory. Another participant. Do you know this person, Jasmine? It's Yamada Gas Mask. Pretty famous as a web journal. That's all of our clues then. Let me see something. I was banned temporarily, but I'm back. Could it be that his accounts got frozen and he couldn't be contacted? That wouldn't be enough to be considered missing. Alright, one more keyword search. Wild rumors. Ooh. What the... Hold on, what am I looking at? Alien streamer Cattle Mew. Have you heard the wild rumor that there's a mysterious being on this timeline? On the same level as the Ueno Occult and Dark? I keep forgetting the name, though. What do you mean? A mysterious being? Oh, what's that? Is that some secret account? There are so many weird accounts out there, huh? There really are all kinds of accounts. If you put doctor or lawyer in the account name, people fall for it more easily. Ouch. Thanks, Jasmine. This is why detective is not in my social media handle anymore. You end up mutuals automatically or something? Huh? So it's not an account hack. Are you talking about Natasha Singh? What is that? Who is Natasha Singh? Oh, I think I've heard that name in some urban myth. What is... Hold on. Natasha Singh. Oh, that's a skeleton hand. This is back when the little bird was still chirping. Still a better detective than you think, Mr. Bones. I try. This is back when the little bird was still chirping, when Twitter wasn't shit. I wonder if this account still exists. Have you heard of Natasha Singh? She had more than 700,000 followers, but the creepiest part is most of them have no recollection of following her. Following her didn't bring any bad luck, but that made it even more spooky. What could Natasha Singh gain? There was no bio or profile picture on the account. Rumors began to fly about who could have made the account and why. Some mentioned a sick, hospitalized woman with the same name. She's said to have jumped from her hospital room and died. Is this account a manifestation of her spirit? No matter how deep everyone digs, they can't find a thing. Maybe you should unfollow her before it's too late. Creepy. I feel like I heard about some things like that before. Like people following accounts randomly that they didn't. I'm pretty sure it was just a glitch though. Not mutuals. You end up following them even though you were never followed. What? It's like you have to actually look at the Natasha account for it to happen. Huh? Unstoppable as an influencer, lol. Hi Flash, welcome on in on the YouTube side of things. How you doing? We're just getting started on the investigation into a occult and dark mystery tour. It's said that people are starting to go missing at this tour, and we have traded places with somebody who was fortunate enough to be invited in order to investigate it on behalf of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. So if I don't show up for stream tomorrow, you know why. I'm glad you're doing okay, Flash. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. That's amazing. It must have tens of thousands of followers now. Is my account following someone without me knowing? Is Natasha there? Oh, now you're invested, Jazz. They had like 700k followers, right? Just looking at their profile on your phone made you follow or something. And once you were following, things got intense. Oh, doing good. Had a lot to chat about. Excited to be playing another detective game. I mean, do you have any emergency stream games? I can think of one. I can do quick thumbnails. I've done one overnight before. Like, the one I did for Twyla, by the way, only took an evening. I am very good at graphic design when it comes to thumbnails. I just kind of have to imagine it, visualize it, and it sort of works sometimes. I've done this too long. They had like 700k followers, right? Yeah. No way! 700k? Impressive! Try searching for it. You'll find a whole bunch of them. Whoa, it's true. You can make a living with social media these days. Detective Wolfie versus Detective Bones. I will not say Wolfie is a bad detective because Wolfie has solved a couple of cases himself. Shadows of Doubt, according to Cynical, Wolfie's done quite a bit on that. So I think Wolfie's a fantastic detective. Detective Night Wolfie VT, a friend of a friend. So if you've seen Cynical on the channel a couple times, he is from Project Chaos. Night Wolfie is also from Project Chaos. They're a VTuber group. Wolfie's raided our channel a couple times actually, and I think they're really cool. I think Wolfie's really cool. I just have not had the time to like tune in properly. But Wolfie's cut from a different jib than I. I'm sort of on the conservative side of humor. Wolfie just says whatever's on his mind, and I think that's fantastic in its own right. So, if you do check out Wolfie, viewer discretion is advised. But usually Wolfie's like playing My Hero Ultra Rumble or Dead by Daylight or something these days. I don't remember the last time I saw Wolfie playing a detective game. Aside from Disco Elysium, which he and Senecal are still working through. Disco Elysium is there is the choice of detective game for Wolfie at the moment. Aw, thank you. Thank you. There aren't many detectives on Twitch as far... Oh, okay, no, there's Kanayanagi. Streamed Nuclear Nightlight earlier. Oh, cool. That's different from the Natasha Singh story that I know. Wasn't it some kind of ultimate hacking tool or whatnot? Ultimate hacking tool? That sounds totally different. No one said all rumors are true. Okay. We explored all we could. It's time to complete our social media research and take an ad break. Got what you need? The tour was better known than I thought. And more people have been on it than I expected. Basically, people are talking about it as if it's a rumor or something. Maybe it's like a hobby for the organizer. Okay. Tour focusing on mystery spots in the UNO arena area. Fully invite only. And it said that some participants have gone missing. Yep, that's the point of this request. Isn't this case pretty dangerous then? For now, we sneak in as normies and hide who we are from the organizer and participants. Head to the meeting points, blend in with the group, gather clues ninja style, okay? Ready as I'll ever be. Shinobazu Pond, and we are going to go ahead and take it easy while we wait for the ads to come around. Okay, we got about 1 minute 20 until the ads hit, so do a little bit of yapping. We'll be back. For those who are not subscribed over on Twitch, we'll be back in about 4 minutes or so. So if you need to go grab some snacks, take a restroom break, now is the perfect time. And for the YouTube side, you don't get to deal with ads because I'm not monetized over there yet. Goron Spice, as in like Legend of Zelda Goron Spice? Please don't tell me it's another aphrodisiac. We already had this conversation during DKC 2. Oh god. Thank god. Okay, we had enough talk. We had enough talk about that. I went to bed unfortunately because this is cool. Have a great... I'm gonna head to bed, unfortunately, because this is cool. Have a great day, night, and stream. Thank you for tuning in, Drifty. If you'd like to check out the full series, it's available on YouTube, actually. In a nicely well-kept playlist, so if you want to catch up and see all the action that came up around beforehand, you're welcome to do so. But thanks for stopping by, Drifty, and you have yourself a good night and a good next stream. An initial wave of spiciness paves the way for sweetness. That sounds like chamoy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's chamoy. I mentioned that I'd want to attempt a spicy, sweet barbecue rub of sorts. Oh, you're experimenting. Intriguing. Intriguing. Ay, ay, ay. OBS died again. We're back. Okay, I have some theories about why this may be. I'm going to try and do some things about this. Okay, one moment. Hopefully this won't destroy something. Hopefully. No promises. Where is it? I was doing some testing and I had to crank up VTube Studio's priority. It's a normal, okay. Interesting. Alright, so it's not that. Then OBS is just hecking up for some reason. Yeah, the stream died again for a moment. Don't worry about it. Nothing I can do as far as I know. It may have been... I saw Sky talking about how Restream was kind of being funky earlier. It could be Restream. Not sure why, though. But thank you all for putting up with it for now. Okay. Sweet spicy rub. That does sound nice. That does sound nice. I miss being able to have spice. One day. One day. It's been all... Can you... You know, I don't really like to talk about it, but I've been dealing with GERD for a year, almost a year now. Like, my tragic anniversary is gonna be next month. I mean, it hasn't been all bad. I lost a lot of weight because I went on a chicken fish diet. Lack of spice, lack of acid, lack of fats, lack of soda, lack of alcohol, lack of all the terrible things that you can do to your body. But at the same time, like, I think the biggest bummer about dealing with it is that I can't really go out to eat with friends or family. Like, it is... It sucks from that front, but hell, at least I'm still alive. Yeah, it's a gastric problem. GERD, all caps. Essentially, it means that a valve within me, this is kind of TMI, but in a nutshell, I'll try to keep it clean. Long story short, a valve within me cannot stay closed, and it is the valve that leads to my stomach. Because there is stomach acid, that acid air flows back up and can damage my airway. Yes, it's acid reflux on steroids. Yeah. To treat this, I've kind of had to cut out a lot of foods that I normally would eat, and I'm down to like 5 different types of meals, maybe 7. Let's see. That. I could have more. Yeah, no, yeah, like 10 different types of foods, maybe 12 if I'm lucky. But mostly, generalizing it, it's... Oh boy. OBS is having a fun time tonight, ain't it? Anyway, just to put a nail in this, so we can continue. I've been dealing with it for about a year. I've learned how to deal with it. It was a big shock when it first happened, and I lost an entire month of streaming due to it. But that's all in the past, thankfully. I can look back on it. And I was diagnosed with it in April of 2025. April of 2026 will be 1 year from then. And I don't need to look back on those memories because they're all stressful as hell. And I don't like talking about it too much. So for now, we're just going to focus on having fun. You know, don't worry about me. I'm taking good care of myself now. I'm staying alive as a dead guy on the internet. And I'll continue doing so for as long as I can. That's a promise. Right. Sorry to curry pity there, but welcome back. Welcome back, folks. Don't worry about what we were talking about. We were just talking about medical stuff. Anyway, we should get back to the game. Just make sure the men in black don't get you now. Working on it. I think it's that group there. A lot of eccentric folks. Yeah. Have a lot of fun. Excuse me, is this a meeting point? No, I don't think so. We're looking for the UNO Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. We read that we'd be gathering here. You are registered? Kindly show me your invitation DMs. Wait. I could do something really funny here. Okay. This gentleman is mysterious. Does he have an accent? Yes or no? No, he's gotta have... Okay. No, he is a tour guide. He's from the organization, but does he have an accent? I don't know about that. Maybe at least something flavorful, something like horror show host. Like sort of a little bit of Transylvania. Got the anime half mask, yeah? You are registered? Kindly show me your invitation DMs. Yes! Thank you. Kindly wait here for a few more. Creepy. What an eccentric... Oh! There's Gas Mask, dude. I'm sorry for being rude. I didn't think anyone would be taking part in pairs. But I'm glad we have more girls joining us. God damn. Huh? You're together? Is that even legit? Like, first time I hear that +1s were valid. That being said, I wouldn't have any friends willing to accompany me here. This is gonna be fun. Now that all our participants are here, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey of mystery and deep insight. The occult, occult and dark tour is here. Thank you everyone for your patience. Introducing myself. I will be your humble guide and butler during this tour. We have handouts for you about today's tour. We got an invite to Smash. Let's go. Thank you. Do you have any for us too? Strange. We are short one envelope. Great start. Or what? Maybe someone snuck their way in? Everyone's invitation DMs were correct, so that wouldn't be the case. My sincerest apologies. Please share the handouts amongst yourselves. Oh, okay. Now, if everyone could open the envelopes I handed you, you'll find this tour's concept detailed inside. The first location is right here, Shinobazu Pond. Hey, what the hell? Is something wrong? Well, there's this creepy paper in mine, yeah? The snake? Oh god, please don't tell me that's a water boa. This part of the fun or what? Actually, yes. Good guess, sire. Congratulations! That card comes with a special bonus prize! We'll be sending you something at a later date. Yeah. That has to be part of an extra puzzle, yeah. Like, they laid out several pictures together. They laid out several pieces of paper, drew on all 5 of them. Like, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus gas mask. Yeah. Like 6 pieces of paper and drew out a gigantic picture, and everybody has 1 piece of it. Gotta be. Huh? Huh? Oh yeah. Heard this tour had some people going poof in the past. You sure it's safe to even be here? Yes, exactly, Mr. Guide. That is wholly incorrect. Just rumors, I tell you. No doubt a result of the deep mystery surrounding this tour. So, back to the tour. Shinobazu Pond is our first mystery spot. Our mystery tour activities begin here. Mystery tour activities? A 4-digit number is hidden here at Shinobazu Pond that is related to the next spot. It is 4 digits on the back of your credit card. Please work together to try and find it. Let the mystery begin! I like this man's canter. I'm a bit worried about our guide. Intriguing fellow. Alright. Jasmine, what the hell do we do? Wow, we're in just like that. Just talk normally. We don't want to stand out. Oh yeah, about the envelope we didn't get. Gas mask let me take a pic if you ever want to check on anything. About the tour. I don't really get the people going missing vibe from this. Is it just a regular... It's just a regular tour so far. Yeah, gotta agree. The tour's handouts don't say much either. We should still be careful, though. Alright, what was it? Have a chat first, or look around everything first? I'll look around first. Swan boats are actually pretty scary. They rock around quite a lot. But I'm a grown-up now, so this should be fine. I wonder if Jasmine would ride on one with me. Stay focused, Azumi. This boat is really dirty. The seats and pedal are all rusty and falling apart. Might be older than the others. Wait up. You gotta be joking me. I don't see any 4-digit numbers. I do. There's the number 3 on the back of the boat, but this isn't, is it? I'll note it down just in case. 3, 8, 13. No way. What could the number ever be? Gosh. Maybe we should open up our handy dandy notebook. I'm sorry. I just immediately was like, there's a number on that duck. We have 4 numbers right here. 3, 8, 1, 3. Congrats, we've solved the mystery. Anyway, let's indulge the dev, please. I'll write that down just for good measure. Okay. I actually had one of those Blue's Clues handy dandy notebooks back as a kid. They were so cool. Like, they're oversized notebooks that you can draw on with markers or crayon. They're really cool. I remember using mine up until it wasn't usable anymore. Twice. Good memories. Good memories with Steve. Who also is now a really, really cool, like, podcaster these days. Really in tune with the people. Knows what they want. Alright, so what if I accidentally solved it before you need anything? Everything going well, I presume? I could just go straight to the 4-digit number, god damn it. About this tour. I'm not fully up to speed with this tour, to be honest. This tour is indeed full of mysteries. A tour of Ueno's area's mystery A tour of the Ueno area's mystery spots, by invitation only. The game-based activities are part of the draw, no doubt. But the biggest point of note is that no one here, including myself, knows the full details of the tour's planned course. You mean even you don't know what we'll be doing next? Oh god, we're in danger, bro. Not even our guide knows how to work any of this shit. That's great. That's great. I feel like I haven't been robbed of money and all. Nope. More time. About the 4-digit number. It's 3813, right? That is correct? How did you know that? So we're supposed to look for a 4-digit number related to the next location. Yes, precisely. Once you find it and inform me, this location is done. I will then guide you to the next mystery spot. So it's like a game. Indeed, indeed. He talks like me and I don't like it. But you don't actually know the entire route? Indeed not. Alright, pal, spill the beans. Who's the organizer? Who's running this entire monkey and dog show? Who is organizing this tour? It's not you, is it? Oh, of course not. I'm just a humble hired guide. I've never actually met the organizer. Isn't it a fascinating tour? Brother, you need to work on your customer service routine. About the tour's handouts. We didn't get. Oh yes, my sincerest apologies about that. I merely brought along the materials I'd received. So it's unlikely I'd just forget one of the envelopes. Eccentric fellow. Let's make a note on him real quick. The guide is leading us through our tour while adding to the fun. However, when it comes to the tour's plan, he has no idea. Has no idea about the details since he's just a hired guide. If participants have gone missing before, what if something happens this time too? Oh, sure as shit, he's not gonna call the cops. Guide for hire, he leads a peculiar life. Whether it's his many hobbies or his obsession with self-improvement, seems like he assumed this would be an easy gig, and that all he has to do is follow the organizer's instructions. Easy pay dirt, huh, buddy? He's gonna gun it for... Yeah, no. The second things go south, he's like, I'm not being paid enough for this shit. I'm out of here. Alright. Gas mask hombre. Hello, I'm Azumi Fukurai.
Oh, hey. Yamada here. I work as a writer.
I like the voice I gave him. You're Yamada Gas Mask, right? I heard you're a famous web journalist.
Let me take off this mask so it's easier to talk. Phew! Also, just Yamada is fine without the gas mask.
Aw. Got that Akira Toriyama mask. Oh, he does! Holy shit, you're right! I didn't even think about that! The frig? I just realized that. Wow. Why did you participate? What made you sign onto this tour? God bless. Yeah, rest in peace, Toriyama.
Not much to explain, really. I got a DM invitation. I showed up. And I guess since this tour draws a lot of interest, I thought I could write about it.
You'll be reporting on the tour?
Pretty much. Just go ahead and do my journalist thing.
What do you know about the other folks? The other participants? About the other participants?
Never met any of them. Don't know them.
Any clues on the 4-digit number? Have you found the 4-digit number?
Of course. It was so easy. I'm kind of disappointed.
So am I.
Found it right after the search started.
Web journalist with iconic mask. I wonder if that's actually a Toriyama reference. And he notes on Mr. Gas Mask too. Mr. Yamada Gas Mask, who showed up wearing his namesake. Seems he's actually famous, but what was his job again? He's a web journalist. He's super famous! Wonder why I don't know him. Better not offend him, or he might get us with his writing. Yamada Gas Mask. He writes articles about trending topics on social media. Looks like his gas mask is part of his character. Seems he joined this tour for potentially good writing material. What do I know about... A pond said to be haunted by the ghost of a man with his head down. The pond is covered with lotus plants. A beautiful sight when in bloom. There are swan boats, but this spot is not recommended for couples. Tour organizer, shrouded in mystery. Organizes tour is known for cases of missing people. No one knows who the organizer is. Some say it might be a messenger from another world. Creepy. Hello, I'm Azumi Fukurai. Fujiwara. Nice to meet you, Fujiwara-san. As in the historical Fujiwara family, including Fujito Fujiwara? Furito? Sorry, buddy. Azumi is not a big pop culture fan. Tour guide from another world from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh god, that was a thing? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one I did not watch enough of growing up. What made you sign on to this tour? Well, you could say that I have a special interest in the occult. And I did receive a DM invitation. Joining was the only option. He's a card in the game. Oh, tour guide from another world. Oh, okay. Cool. The other participants, you know anything about him? I'm really not interested. But that Yamada gas mask seems famous online. To be clear, I don't know him personally. I just know of him online. What's your guess on the 4 digits? Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? Eh? Oh, pardon me. I got distracted thinking about something else. I have a lot on my mind, so I'm leaving that to the others. Well, you've been very helpful. Friendly occult otaku, that's what we call him? Okay. I should know down about Fujiwara-san, too. Seems intense. He talks in a somewhat unique way. He said he loves the God damn it. Well played. Well played. I just want to click it just cuz. Yes, he had that super chat. Jesus Christ! Yes, he had that super chat wailing vibe all over. No, he had a relatively healthier vibe, actually. Let me rethink this. Jesus. Way to call out the community like that. Holy shit. Alright, let's say history. I know it's the occult, but I'm just curious. He mentioned the historical Fujiwara family, so he probably loves history? Oh, wait, there was something else he clearly mentioned enjoying. I need to think back again. He enjoyed the occult. Yes, he really seems to love the occult. A trusty companion for the tour. We should ask him for advice when we can. God. So I want to remind everybody, a friend recommended me this game. And I have to question if said friend also got to the point and was like, yeah, Ricky should play this. It'd be a good laugh. I have to wonder if I've been set up. Cult enthusiast Fujiwara. Asking questions draws out his extensive knowledge. Maybe he'll unleash all kinds of occult info in this story. But I don't get what he's talking about. And finally... Hello again! I'm Azumi Fukurai. Oh, hello, Azumi-chan. I'm, Kimura. Glad to meet you. Why did you participate? You seem a homebody. Or, like, not a homebody, but, like, somebody who doesn't really seem interested in this sort of thing. Why did you join this tour? I'm actually something of a horror story fan, especially the kaidens. Oh. You're intrigued by the story. Okay. Horror fan, huh? Cool. Also, A man's face showed up in a photo I took here before. Yep, who is this person? This pond has a rumor about a man's ghost who is hunched over and mumbles something. There's this rumor that people who see his face get pulled into the pond. So it might be that ghost from this photo. Scary, huh? That's some rumor. I felt I might learn something about the ghost if I joined this tour. At least it's not a Kappa. Yeah. But I was really happy. See, as I didn't think I would actually get an invite. Haha, a ghost? I've had my yearly dosage of ghost encounters. Yeah, me too. Almost every stream. Alright, what about you? Have you found the 4-digit number? Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? I'm really not good at this kind of thing, so I haven't found a clue. I guess I'm waiting for someone else? Kaidan, lovely lady. Let's take notes about Kimura-san too. Kimura-san is the only other woman in this group besides Jasmine and me. She loves kaidans, Japanese ghost stories, and took a photo related to one. What was in that photo? The ghost that appears in room 104. We don't need to go back to that. A ghost that appears by the pond. Yes! They say if you get pulled into the pond, if you see the ghost's face. I saw the ghost's trace, but that should be okay. I saw the ghost's face, but that should be okay. I think I misread that, or that was a mistranslation. Alright, a whole cast of characters for this whodunit. She likes spirits and the occult, but can't handle the really scary stuff. Oh, just like me. She took a picture of a man's ghost that is said to appear at Shinu-Bazu Pond. I hope nothing happens because of that. Alright. And let's interrogate this sign. Shinu-Bazu Pond. Oh, so the lotus flowers bloom at certain times of the year. 4 digits. 4 digits. Don't see them anywhere. What's this? There's a rope tied to one of the sign's posts. There's nothing on the other end of the rope. Strange. And our last suspect. Hello, I'm Azumi Fukurai. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm Matsuda. Brother, you are a whole lot of dude. Jeez. Why did you participate? What are you doing here? What made you sign on to this tour? Well, yeah, I'm not really all that interested in all this. But this tour is pretty popular, yeah? I had like zero interest in this occult stuff, but I did get that invitation message. So I figured, why the hell not? Why waste it? Like I said, that rumor about people going sayonara, wonder what's actually going on. Oh yes, of course. That gas mask kid. He's raking in the dough with name and shame articles, yeah? Kid's probably up to date on all stuff like this, no? What do you think about the other folks then, if you're so opinionated? About the other participants. Didn't expect much from an occult tour, but what a bunch of losers. We was hoping we might get some celebs, but the only one who shows us Yamada gas mask. You don't want to be here, you could just leave. You don't gotta be here. You're not spending any money. Kind of ruining the vibe for everybody else, not gonna lie. So, what about you? Is your big old noggin good for something up there? Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? You really doing that quiz thing then? Sheesh. Eh? Oh, no offense. Nope. Just hurry up and solve it for us, yeah? Mr. Machoda. That's a good name for him. I picked the right voice for this. Nice. I should note down things about Matsuda-san too. Matsuda-san's tour materials had a strange drawing on it. He joined this tour, but his interest in the occult is utterly non-existent. Yep, he seemed totally disinterested. But if so, Why did he decide to show up? Matsuda. Big, intimidating, a little scary. A little scary. Joined even though he's not interested in the occult. Hope I can keep the right distance without offending him throughout the tour. Alright. Let's go ahead and solve this mystery. Observe. They have swan boats. I remember riding on these when I was little. Who was I with when I did? Azumi? Please tell me you're not a Terminator. You have childhood memories, right? Right? Look for the number. Numbers, numbers. There's the number 8 on the back of the boat, but this can't be it. It's not 4 digits anyway. Ah, there's some graffiti on the corner with some numbers. 5S Kinoko was here. Oh no. People who graffiti their names like this must be pretty proud of themselves. Kinoko strikes again. Wait. Note that it said it's the oldest. So that's probably the first one. And then this one is... probably a little bit newer. So 3 8s and then 13. Another swan boat. This boat seems off somehow. I wonder why. Oh yeah, it's 13. Oh, this one doesn't have a rope. Maybe it came off? Won't the boat float away like this? I don't see any park keepers around. I should call park services once we're done here. Oh, it was tied to the signpost. There's the number 13 on the back of the boat, but no 4-digit numbers anywhere. Maybe it's somewhere else? I should note this down too. Swan boat 13 is not tied down with a rope. Did it come off? Maybe I'll contact a park keeper later. Alright. I think we have to talk to Jasmine again. Not gonna talk to you just yet. Jasmine, am I incognito enough? Stop whispering. Ooh, okay. The mystery for this spot is to find a hidden 4-digit number. So, about the missing people. I, heard that some people went missing during this tour? That couldn't be an unfounded accusation. The organizer made that much clear. Mr. Gasmask, can I have a word? Just call me Yamada. Okay, we gotta exhaust everything. Have you heard the rumor that people on this tour went missing? About that. I don't think amateur snooping is going to dig up much. Do you think people actually went missing? Honestly, don't know. Since we don't know exactly who they're inviting. Oh, right. I was able to interview a former participant, though. Ooh, spill the deets, my man. What did you hear from that participant? Yeah, well, their story wasn't quite believable. They mentioned wandering into a different time, or that it felt like another world. Seems they experienced something quite out of the ordinary. How could that be? Anyway, gonna see whether they're telling the truth or not. Another world, the unseen world, like we've been talking about earlier. Okay, is that our conversation tree? Good to know. Fujiwara-san, mind if we talk for a bit?
No, I'll let you know whenever I do mind.
Nope, nothing with him. Yeah, I know Gehenna's coming to the real world in this game. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have clairvoyance. I should be looking with clairvoyance as well. Just let me double check everybody real quick. I asked about the missing participants. I asked Mr. Gasmask about the missing participants.
Uh-huh. So, did they go missing? So, they did go missing, yeah?
He doesn't know for certain whether anyone really went missing, but he said participants mentioned wandering into some strange place.
So, if that isn't the problem. So, isn't that the problem? Wandering into strange places? Who's even risk managing this tour?
Alright. Time to look into the great beyond. Ba-bam! Ah! Poor placement! Poor placement. Okay. We're not dead, so that's great. At least not in this game. A lot of scary stuff, though. Somebody got chased from here. Is this a shadow? Is this shadow a man? He's hunched over and kind of creepy. Could he be the man that showed up in Kimura-san's photo? The one walking around hunched over? I don't know if he's a ghost, but he's scary either way. Oh, does the pond swallow up people who see the ghost face? Seeing the trace doesn't count, right? As it's not the ghost himself? Okay, so that was a problematic line of code I read earlier then. What's with this shadow? Looks like a person, but gives me the creeps. What are they doing? Writing something? Somewhere high up? Oh, that's where the clue is. Maybe this is a trace of an organizer writing the 4-digit number somewhere. But there's nothing near their hand. How could that be? Intriguing. And there's nothing over this way, right? Nope, just Machota. Alright. Time to think about this real quick. Wouldn't know either of them. Still haven't played Breath of the Wild. Let's stop and think for a bit. We've been told to look for a 4-digit number, but where could it be? I searched around likely areas, but couldn't find anything. What should I do? Would they leave me behind unless I find it? You seem distressed, Miss Azumi. Even if you've searched a location, there's a possibility your searches were insufficient. Hypothesizing on where you should be searching might help you revisit such possibilities. Makes sense. The traces I saw, and the numerous swan boats in the pond. What are we missing here? A brain, apparently! Maybe. It's written on the backs. Oh. Oh god. Okay, so it wasn't the swans themselves. But it's definitely number 13, because that's unlucky. What about the rusted pedal, because it's missing? No. Shadows near the sign seem to be writing something somewhere high up. Also think about the rope that was tied to the sign. Remember, each of the swan boats had something noteworthy. Yes, they were different. I took notes for each, so I could check again in my journal. Let me rethink this. 13 is correct. There's nothing... Oh! Yeah, there we go. Wait, not on the back. Okay, I get it now. Maybe it's written on the head of the swan boat number 13. Yeah, there we go. Because that shadow was misplaced. It wasn't writing on the tree, it was writing on the head of the swan. Maybe it's written on the head of swan boat number 13. Yes, that must be it. That swan boat used to be near that shadow. The organizer wrote the numbers on it. Oh, that's right, the rope. It was drifting. It snapped from that rope on the sign. Okay. Then the boat floated over to where it is now. I should go retrick the swan boat number 13. Ba-bam. If I'm guessing correctly, the number should be on this boat's head. 0921. Okay, thank you for not making it obvious, Dev. I'm sorry for doubting you. Aha! There it is! 0921. That's 4 digits. That must be it. I should go tell our guide now. There's another clue missing, though. Okay. I saw the man's ghost. I saw him! The man's ghost! Huh? What? Oh, I mean, the man's ghost that you mentioned, who walks around the pond hunched over. What? You saw him? Well, kinda saw, but not quite. But you believed me! Thank you, Azumi-chan. This means a lot. Okay, nothing there. Just exhausting everything first. Don't need to talk to Matsuda anymore. Mr. Occult Man. Koltaku. Nothing to say. Good to know. It's a gas mask. Nothing to say. Okay, it's time to double check with Jasmine, and then... Okay. He's got our last clue then. Participants who saw strange sights. About the previous tours, I heard that participants found themselves in otherworldly locations. Have you seen those places yourself? No, I haven't. This is my first time guiding this tour, so I don't know about previous installments. Oh, I see. I did read in the organizer's email what to do if we end up somewhere strange. I'm told to let you know once you found the 4-digit number, so good luck finding it. Oh, really? I'll keep trying then. The 4-digit number, good sir, is 0921. The 4-digit number is 0921, right? Well done! That's the number. As for what that number means, let me just check my notes. We will know at the next location. I believe, maybe, perhaps. We need to wait until the time limit for everyone else's answers. Oh, for God's sake. So kindly bear with us for a while longer. Yippee. So, how could one escape? Now that I've found the number, please tell us what to do if we find ourselves somewhere strange. I did promise you that. With no further ado, go back the way you came without deviating. That is all. So... basically, Orpheus it. Without Orpheusing it. Okay, cool. Isn't that kind of obvious? Well, that's the only thing I've been told, so... that's that then, I guess. Making a mental note just in case. How to escape from strange places. This is certainly a strange place indeed. Jasmine, I think we've gathered what we can here. Oh, yeah. Director's gonna call it in. Let's try step away from everyone just for a bit. Okay. Hey, Mr. Guide. We're waiting for an urgent call. Mind giving us a minute?
Of course! Please let me know when you're ready.
Okay, should be good. And at the right moment. It's ringing.
How is it going?
Director-san?
Nice work on joining the tour. Let's get this identification done quickly.
Yes, let's get it done quick. Alright, so. Finding ourselves in mysterious places is not my forte. That said, perhaps it's a bit too early this time. Seriously? It's not like anything has happened, unlike the previous cases. Is there even an urban myth that fits this? Not all urban myths leave ample clues or traces. Narrowing down the anomaly from a hazy silhouette, you could say that it's the essence of our investigations. I guess. Now, on to the identification. First of all, what's at the center of this investigation? A mysterious tour. It happens only irregularly, is invite only, and the organizer is unknown. Almost a mystery novel of its own. So, Miss Azumi. This tour has been held previously. What was the anomalous rumor said to have happened before? UFO encounters, obviously. UFOs appearing in the skies above UNO. UNO. UFO? UNO? UFO? Utterly incorrect. Miss Azumi, the truth isn't that far out there. Please think it over again. Anyway, participants went missing. I want to hear Azumi's crazy logic behind some of these. The rumors say participants are going missing during the tour. Precisely. Though the rumors have neither been denied or confirmed, there are rumors that participants go missing while on this tour. It's clue number 1. Moving on. Previous participants on the tour who made it back seem to have left intriguing comments. So, Miss Azumi, what was it that those participants saw during the tour? Unidentified object glowing orange. A large aquatic creature with a long neck. No, that's Nessie. Some place out of this world. Actually, wait. Aw, man! Unidentified object glowing orange. That's the Marfa Lights! Actually, there's a lot of urban myths like that, but the Marfa Lights comes to mind immediately. That's a Texas folktale. And I've seen it. I've legit been there to see it. I've talked about this before, but the Marfa Lights are in Marfa, Texas. There is a certain spot where you stand, and for some unexplained reason, you see dots in the distance, orange lights, turn on and move to the left, two at a time. Nobody knows why, but they do, and there has been only one report of somebody going out to check it. It was a military group, and all they found left, yeah, UFO type stuff, all they found when they recovered, all they found the next day was a burnt out Jeep and no survivors. Hence why the Marfa Lights are so eerily regarded. Nobody knows and nobody dares investigate after that story. They said they saw someplace out of this world. Yes, indeed. They wandered into some place out of this world and made it back. Yeah. Look it up. M-A-R-F-A. I'll type it out real quick for anybody who wants to look it up. Oop, that's not what I want. Let me get rid of that. That is what I'm talking about. The Marfa Lights. It's a Marfa, Texas legend. I think I spelled it right. But we went to go visit it one time a long time ago. It is said, should you wander into some place out of this world, there is one thing you can do to escape. So, Miss Azumi, what was this method? An approach that would allow you to make it back here? Drop a candy trail and follow it back. Ha. Yeah. Somebody there actually did take a picture of it. And I looked at it through their viewfinder, through their digital viewfinder, and it was like a stain on their lens, like a droplet. Even though it was directly on it, nothing came through. I don't know if I believe it to be true. It could just be somebody doing a hoax. It could be a military light. It could be something. But it only happens annually, I think. I'd have to double check the mythos on it, though. Because it's been a long time since I've ever talked about it. Head back the way you came. To go back the way you came! That's what our guide was told by the organizer. There are many ways to escape, should you wander into some place out of this world. Yet for this case, to avoid going missing, you'll want to go back the way you came. Well, it's not the back rooms, because if you're stuck in the back rooms, you don't know, there's no way out of there except death. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be... Even I don't know. This is gonna be a new one for me. Home sweet home, the Netherworld! Wow! Wow, okay. The Netherworld? Hell, the underworld, the Fey world, places other than this world. Or other dimensions, worlds in past or future timelines. I am located in Gehenna, south, very deep south of the border. Yes. The VTuber lore is as follows. I am from Gehenna, underneath Texas. It is a island on the River Styx, home to many a soul waiting to be judged. I'm one of said souls, and as a favor to the, what's their name? The Council of Death, I'm also running one of their hotels while investigating ne'er-do-wells doing nefarious things around Gehenna. So it's like an island along the River Styx, basically. Well, it's spelled like the mythical limbo of biblical lore. Gehenna. Okay, we got a little bit of time for the ad, so I'm gonna try and get us to a stopping point. Or other dimensions, worlds of past and future timelines. A collective notion for such anomalous places. The Netherworld sounds scary, but can it even be called an urban myth? Rumors of an otherworldly place and talk of getting caught in it and going missing. Those would constitute a full-fledged urban myth. I see. I think. Decisive for this identification was the advice to go back the way you came, should you find yourself there. Though that might seem obvious. Well, the Netherworld, known as an urban myth, going back the way you came has a special meaning, as well as being the only viable method of escape. This seemingly obvious way out, the organizer mentioning it this clearly means that this tour involves the Netherworld. It makes sense to suppose so.
Great! Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Azumi.
This investigation's goal is to assess a full picture of the tour, and to determine the organizer's goal. If anything happens, go back the way you came. Please keep that in mind as you continue your investigation.
Yes, I will! Netherworld, eh? Be careful. Be careful. Cool, but how exactly? I'll try to be careful too. Yeah, cool how? Everyone, we'll be moving on to the next location. It should be a 10-minute walk or so, but should you get lost, this tour being what it is, we might find ourselves going back the way we came. Please make sure to follow me there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a pin in this, take a minor break, and then we'll be back for another hour of this and call it a night. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after these messages and after a restroom break for everybody, I think. Be right back, folks.
Hello, hello, we're back. My voice is starting to crack, as per usual. Whew, okay. Time for the last leg of our journey. We'll see where this takes us, and then we'll end for the night. Let's see how we do. Back the way we came? For the clowns who wander off far from the group. Wait. Give me a flash, thank you. Don't even think about slowing us down. Well, off we go then. Yes! Esteemed participants, this is the second location for our Uno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. Oh. I think I know this place. Checking my notes. Yes, your attention please. 7 years ago, this spot was the stage for a murder case. That's the man we took a picture of. Flowers? And a photo of the victim? Huh? The person in the frame. He's the ghost of my photo! Huh? Photo? What? May I continue? We'll be taking a short break and seeing the sights here. And we'll also have a simple quiz related to the incident. Quiz? Happy quizzing here on this murder scene. It was unsolved, yeah? Thought that a cold egghead whoever did it or something. Thought that a cult egghead whoever did it or something. Nonsense! Everybody knows Dr. Kisaragi was innocent. Fujiwara-san? That was a false charge. No question about it. Why the sudden outburst? Kisaragi rings a bell. Where did I hear that name again? Kisaragi. I'm gonna have to check my notes on that one. So he was a ghost after all! the plot thickens! Well, now, let's take a short break. After that, we'll start with an overview of the premises. Weird vibes. I agree. Why are they acting like this? Also, we haven't seen anything Netherworld-like so far. Guess we're not at that entrance yet. Don't know. I think we're fine, though. We're here to scope out this tour and what the organizer's up to. You're right. If nothing happens, then nothing scary comes for us. Main concern now is the others acting all strange. About the murder that happened here 7 years ago, was it? They're all acting kind of awkward after hearing that. Let's look around on socials during this break. Great idea. So, it might not be as random as we think, them all being invited here. Maybe they're all connected to this murder somehow. Ueno makes me think of the Ueno Tenshu incident. Is that what they mean by the murder from 7 years ago? What was the incident about? Wait, you don't know? Raises a princess under a rock or what? Maybe. So was I, Hazumi, don't worry about it. Not as a princess, but definitely under a rock. You get credit for jumping into a mystery tour with zero prior knowledge. The Ueno Tensho incident is a famous one. Should be able to dig up posts from back then, too. should still be an active topic since the alleged culprit was pretty famous. That incident had a massive impact on society back then. Posts from that time should give you an idea of what it was like. Didn't think the incident would be that famous. Why haven't I heard about it? Should I try to read the news a bit more? No, it's nothing but depressing. You're good, Azumi. That mystery tour in Ueno is back. Disappointing that I can't go, but I'll bring some of that darkness from 7 years ago. Here are some old posts. Oh, that's helpful. Socials are the best starting point. Okay. Just before dawn in Ueno Park, Kengo Nomura, 32, was found unconscious by a passerby. He was taken to a hospital in critical condition, then pronounced dead. According to the Ueno police, Kengo showed signs of being violently beaten. A murder investigation is underway. An article from 7 years ago. Is this the famous incident they're talking about? Yep, it's a murder case from quite a while ago. Happened at this park. Breaking news in the Kengo Nomura case. The man found unconscious in Ueno Park. A piece of paper with Tenshu written on it was found near the scene. Therefore, the case will be called the Ueno Tenshu incident. Tenshu? Another article from back then. The Ueno Tenshu incident is pretty infamous. You really don't know about it? Wait, the person in this picture. I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. Let's investigate a little bit closer. Looks like the Ueno Tenshu incident caught a lot of attention. I might be the only one who's never heard of it. You should search it up then. In due time. Let's see what the rest was written. The Tenshu incident. It's been 7 years since it happened. This person knows about the incident. It was really famous. People were pretty obsessed. It was trending a lot. I can't think... Well, okay, normally I avoid drama like that, like the plague. So I don't really keep on top of worldwide incidents like that. Like, the most I can think of is, what is it? The Manson family murders. Like, that got a lot of traction. I got a mention in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's a lot of crazy stuff like that I don't care to indulge in. Keeps me up at night. If I remember correctly, his money wasn't stolen, so it wasn't a robbery. Maybe a crime of revenge? Why else leave a piece of paper that says Tenshu? By the way, what exactly does Tenshu mean? Some kind of punishment done in the name of the gods. Oh no, not again. We dealt with this in Sherlock Holmes, but do we need another divine intervention? Scary enough just being in a park at night. Imagine a creepy phone popping up in hazy lighting. You wouldn't want to use it, no thank you. This gives me the shivers. Ueno Park is so big. No wonder some parts are creepy. What's this creepy phone? A payphone? What's this hit we see on here too? The phrase creepy phone is reacting. Looks like it's drawing attention. More attention than I would have thought. Got me curious about it now. The Nomura guy who was attacked in the Tenshu incident is treated like a victim, but maybe he did something to deserve the divine punishment. I don't know about that. A reason for divine punishment? Like deserving punishment for doing something bad. Remember the streamer who went looking for the culprit with a piece of paper that said divine punishment on it? That was hilarious. Like, who said they'd get to be judge of that, lol? Wait, a streamer? Not the police? Nope, not police, just some regular dude. Tenshu incident, huh? That brings back memories. Never expected it to end the way it did. How it ended? Yeah, you wouldn't know. The way it concluded is famous, too. Well then tell me, Jasmine. Don't make me look it up online. The guy behind the Tenchu incident was that occult researcher Tsutomu Tuso... Oh god, how do you say it? There's a particular way to say TSU, and I think it's Tsutomu Kisaragi, right? There we go. Kisaragi. I know I've heard that name somewhere before. From some books at the center, maybe? Tsutomu Kisaragi is kind of famous in our circle for his book, Occult Great Research. Oh, that's the book we gave to the man in black. That's it. He wrote that book. Even if you wouldn't say the book is niche, it isn't for the masses either. Tsutomu Kirasagi was a uni professor. At the same time, he was working as an occult researcher. A uni professor and occult researcher? That's amazing! And he's the culprit of the Ueno Tenchu incident? One more hit for the road. Getting a reaction, I'll look up Tsutomu Kisaragi. Let's see what kind of posts come up. Okay. Time to start looking through our clues. First off, the Ueno Tenchu incident. Let's see what that brings up. Too many, huh? Creepy phone by itself? Oh! I see, so we're gonna have to mix the first and third. Okay. What, like those old dial phones? I'm tracking down reactions, but the replies are kind of vague. Yeah, most creepy phones we hear about are probably old dial phones. Or worse, 80s phones. Those things were ridiculous. No, the urban myth, lol. I remember seeing some challenge-style vids from streamers. Oh no. Oh, this is another urban myth? I wonder what it's about. Forget that one little detail. Fry your own brain trying to remember. Oh wait, no, I know what she meant. Commit that thing to memory and fry your own brain trying to remember. Oh, the transdimensional phone. It's near a dam next to the bridge or something, right? Transdimensional. Rings a bell. There's a series of steps you need to follow, I think. That's a new one. Let's learn about some urban myths. Ooh, we have 2 entries here, actually. Sure, let's see what they say about my hometown. Do you believe in other worlds? I do. There's one called the Netherworld. Urban myths refer to many different locations in the Netherworld, but the common thread is the belief that it exists. In order to go to the Netherworld, certain steps need to be followed. If these steps are followed perfectly, you'll find yourself there. Yeah, just hang a Louis off of 45th and find the weird elevator that's just sticking up out of the ground. You'll land in Hotel Calaveras, no problem. These things were giant, exactly. However, these steps can be completed entirely by chance, and some people have ended up in the Netherworld by accident. There are cases all around the world of people vanishing into thin air. Some of them probably ended up in the Netherworld. If you're going to attempt the journey, be prepared not to come back. There are a few rare exceptions, but most people don't. By the way, urban myths often feature train stations as gateways to the Netherworld. Kisaragi Station, Katsu Station, Yami Station, just to name a few. There are many other ways to get there as well. And the transdimensional phone. You hardly ever see telephone boxes these days. Some of you in your teens or 20s may have never even set foot in one, am I right? There are rumors that some of these disused booths have lines that connect to other worlds. There are even different kinds of phones. For example, some might let you take a call from your past or future self. So, you might even hear something from yourself that could change your future. They say other phones connect you to the world of the dead. If you make a call from one of those, you could talk to someone who's already passed away. Just the other day, I got a random call from this girl who asked me all kinds of questions. I think her name was Mary? The call ended, but she kept calling back. An in-your-face reminder about the other side, if anything. But these phones aren't all fun and games, so caller beware. There are cursed booths that'll kill you within a week if you call from them.
Talk about collect calling from death himself. Talk about collect calling death themselves. Damn. Okay, was there any other ones I didn't read? Nope. Yeah. Whole lot of cool stuff to read. Someone was streaming about it. You hear a voice when you pick it up, but if you say anything in reply, you're gone. Is it even safe to stream about such things? Well, we'll find out after tonight's stream. Safe for the viewers, at least. Man, phone battery's dead and reception sucks this far out in the mountains. Good thing there's a payphone, but it won't take 10 yen coins. Did I dial wrong? A woman just picked up. Wait, what's this person trying to... No way, that lady's normal. F. Huh? Oops. Mistype. It's over. What? Oh, no. Okay. Next check. Ueno Tenshu incident with Tsutomu Kisaragi. Bam. That was a useless thread, by the way. I just realized. News like Ueno Tenshu incident culprit. Okay. News like Ueno Tenshu incident culprit, the dark side of an occult researcher, was really trending for a while. I used to love reading Tsutomu Kisaragi's books. What a shock. From Eggplant Cow, Oban VT. A fellow chucker, eh? Why would Tsutomu Kisaragi do such a thing? If you look into it, you should be able to find out. Strange that a harmless occult otaku would suddenly start getting people. And with Tenshu, no less. Getting. Killing. Didn't something happen between the victim and Tsutomu Kisaragi? Maybe they were mocking the occult and that set Kisaragi off. Who knows? That means Tsutomu Kisaragi had a motive. Who knows? Could be that. Don't treat Tsutomu Kisaragi like some suspect. Try meeting his magna opus, Occult Great Reset. Personally, I think Kisaragi was taken out by the powers that be. Taken out by the powers that be? Whatever the book says, that's just some conspiracy theory. It's the people like this who just terrorize and justify it as divine punishment. Block and report. Terrorize? I guess they're trying to call him a Zimmer? What a leap. Jeez, yeah. It's dangerous to think we deserve better than others. Tsutomu Kisaragi is living proof of that. What are you saying? Proof? Are they saying he was convicted? No, that didn't happen. I don't think. Their takeaway from the book was that we deserve to be rewarded. Wait, I'm confused. It's confirmed that this Kisaragi guy was the culprit? Is that what this is about? Is that what it's about? And there's not a post or article that explains how everything went down. Ah, this is key knowledge. Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide before the conviction. Isn't that basically admitting he's guilty? Not necessarily. People are driven to death based on numerous factors, and being pushed into a corner until you got nowhere else to run is also one. Not necessarily guilt. It's left to the grave. Suicide? Kisaragi committed suicide because of this. The suicide of an assistant professor. The internet blew up with comments. And we got a hit too. Let me take a sip real quick. Like I thought, there's another keyword here. Better look into that. In due time, Jasmine. Oop, my bad. Is that the end of it? It is, okay.
by itself shouldn't provide any results. Now about him, let's see what we get. Alien streamer Cattle Mew. Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide before he could be exposed as the culprit of the Tenchu incident. Seems like something an occult researcher would do. I bet he had delusions about the afterlife too. Some people just have no common sense. Well, if his ghost is going around the park trying to kill people, maybe he had some solid thoughts. Choosing suicide before people found out. Either way, nothing to do with the occult. Kisaragi's book was all about dispelling occult stereotypes like that. In these cases, people just say whatever biased things they want. With all the hate he got, anyone would kill themselves. That's the dark side of the media and the internet. Too true. The dark side of the media and the internet. They have so much influence in all directions, and the gossip was non-stop. You know what's childish? Choosing death is the way out. His crime will live on forever on the internet. That is a dim way to look on it. That's despicable. Who do they even think they are? A goddamn keyboard warrior, that's what. He had siblings too, right? We should show them reality before they start spinning ideologies like Kisaragi. Whoa there, friend. That's a bit extreme. You know, just because you're brothers doesn't make you the same person. Even if you were twins, you're not the same person. Ideologies. Going so far as to threaten his siblings. Repost. Humpty Dumpty reblogged. Dark spec. Proof of Tsutomu Kisaragi's falsified suicide. Is the Ueno Tenchu incident truly unsolved? For details, click here. More hyperbole we don't need. Oh, false accusations? Take a closer look. That article is 7 years old, and this bot is getting slammed into the ground. There we go. Taken care of. Posting a totally different story. That was their way to get clicks while the topic was hot. Zero credibility. Oh, you're right. Now I see that it's just a repost. Yep. Found an old article by Darkspec. Was it all fake news? Well, he was innocent. He was innocent? I didn't need to sell his book. What is this person trying to say? Whatever their values are, I guess. Ignorant people get swayed so easily by whatever info fits their views. It's not just Tsutomu Kisaragi. The whole family's a mess. What are the police doing? Chill, your jets there. What do you mean? That Dr. Kisaragi's family should go down too? Just because they're related? Even if it makes no sense for us, it somehow does for them. Their sense of justice is twisted. For real. What are the police doing? This. How come the Ueno Tenchu incident is still unsolved to this day? Our tax money goes right into the pocket, so why don't they get some work done? Because they're busy solving murders that actually matter. Unsolved? I thought this Dr. Kisaragi was the culprit. The Ueno Tenchu incident hasn't actually been solved? A total mystery, right? That's what makes an urban myth. The case wouldn't turn unsolvable just because the culprit committed suicide. It's just another piece of the puzzle that keeps the incident relevant. Yep. That's everything we need, huh? How many more? Yeah, let's finish this thread. I looked at the old post about the Tenchu incident. Disturbing how hard people went after Kisaragi just because he was the culprit. I'll repost these criminals for all to see. Oh, this person is reposting older threads. Zammy, things get a bit dark from here. Kisaragi really got a lot of hate back then. If you want to keep looking, brace yourself. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get through this. I went to the Kisaragi house, lol, pounded on the door, and the parents sounded all scared, saying, please stop putting on the victim act, LMAO. Victim act, LMAO. You know your son killed an innocent person? You know that you're way out of line, you creep? What? No way. This is about how bad things got 7 years ago. Everyone was hating on Kisaragi. How did things turn out like that? Some people don't understand the pain of losing a family member. They should learn what it's like. Good God. Learns what it's like? Some people are just so far gone, seriously. Most of them just post, but would never actually do something. Should I post about this on some vigilante stream? Wipe out the seeds of crime? I'm sure 5S would take care of it. Get 'em! Chroneco. But this was before it turned into a criminal case, right? Most of these posts are about how to punish Dr. Kisaragi. Things got really out of hand. I bet his students are brainwashed, or they were used in some sort of occultist experiment. Does anyone have a list of them? Lol. Yuck! Get out of this detective agency. It's getting hard to read these. It's not going to be any different from here on. You can stop there. Alright. Caught up on the Ueno Tenshu incident? Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide, and some people think it was a false accusation. The case itself is still unsolved, and most of the posts were just unbelievable. Yeah, the info going around on social media was total chaos. The things they were saying about him. Even if Dr. Kisaragi was guilty, did they really have to go that far? This kind of mess would flood your timeline each day. I've seen even worse, too. So much going on. I feel so overwhelmed. Poor Azumi. So the Ueno Tenshu incident was really well known. Yeah, made a lot of news for sure. And Tsutomu Kisaragi got piled on like crazy. Not surprised he gave up. Also, about Kengu Nomura, was it? The victim. Yep, killed near the pond in Ueno. Another thing. The ghost in Kimura-chan's photo. Could be him, right? Oh yes, I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Kengo Nomura's ghost from Kimura-san's photo. Just a thought. Could Nomura-san actually still be alive too? Nah, no way it's that again. Once in a lifetime is enough for me. Then maybe an alternate Nomura-san from the Netherworld. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, let's get back to the tour. We're back! Sorry, did we keep you waiting? No problem. We're all here now, so... Introducing the second mystery spot on this Ueno Occult and Dark tour. This here is the scene for the Ueno Tenshu incident. Ta-da! Yeah, nobody's impressed. Everybody's frightened. It's disturbing a lot of people. So, here we are. This is the scene of what's known as the Ueno Tenshu incident, 7 years ago on September 21st. September 21st? That's what the 0921 number meant. The victim, Kengo Nomura, is said to have been attacked here by the culprit. Yet numerous mysteries remain unsolved, including the murderer's identity and motive, and the Tenshu message. Rumors say Kengo Nomura's ghost appears in front of anyone trying to solve the case. And it takes them away to someplace unknown? Oh, so I heard. Maybe not. Someplace unknown. Could that be the Netherworld? Now. Here is the next puzzle we'd like everyone to solve. The Ueno Tenshu incident was named after a piece of paper, with the word Tenshu written on it. Where was that paper actually found? The organizer has hidden an envelope somewhere within this area.
and solving the puzzle will lead you to it. Our next destination will be in the envelope, so best of luck in finding it. It should contain information on the Ueno Tencho incident as well. To tell you the truth, I have not been informed about the rest of our locations or schedule. So please work together to find it for everyone. Ready or not, the search is on. And the stream is over, sadly. We're already at the 3-hour mark, and as much as I want to continue this, if I do so, we'll have another 5-hour stream on our hands. So, let's go ahead and call it here. This has been exciting. I didn't expect, like the mystery tour, I did not expect, like... Okay, cool, run. No, I did not expect to be doing a scavenger hunt. How many episodes does this game have? It looks like 6, if we're going off of the Steam achievements. So we might have a very long series on our hands, but I'm excited for it. But let's go ahead and put a pin in it. And call it a night. That's been another episode of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Thank you very much for joining me. Well, depending on how I do tonight after I get some grub, I will be either playing Driver 1 tomorrow, or if I cannot do it and get past that one mission that is forever frustrating me to the end of my days, we will probably have to pivot to either... I don't think I should do Digimon Rumble Arena again, even though we've got some stuff left over to unlock. I'll probably decide something else to do, probably through Steam, just because I don't want to reattach my Switch out of nowhere. But don't worry. Depending on how it works out tomorrow, we'll either be playing Driver 1 or something else. Probably not more Urban Myth Dissolution Center, I can tell you that much. But with all that being said, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all had another nice time listening to me read this out loud. It's exciting. It just tears at my throat. But let me see if there's anybody I can send y'all to real quick. I did see a lot of people going live. Let's see who has not been live for too long. A lot of people have been online for quite a bit. Some people might be looking to wrap up real soon. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just end it without a raid tonight, so I can get some rest and so y'all can as well. So as always, folks, take care of yourselves, be safe, look out for the men in black, and as always, memento vivere. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you very much to anybody who's lurking around, and of course, anybody who gives us a like over on YouTube, and to those who watch the VOD to the very end, thank you very much. Memento vivere, memento mori, and enjoy writing your life story. Have a good night, everyone.